This is the world's first 39-inch 5K 2K OLED with an RGB stripe subpixel layout. Now we have seen a similar 39-inch 5K 2K OLED from another brand at CES, but this has pure RGB stripe without a white subpixel, and this has many advantages. Number one, you can have a higher color volume without the white subpixel dilution that you can experience from normal white OLED when you actually display high luminance colors. Number two, the text clarity is going to be improved as well because most of the OS, they are optimized for the RGB in that order striped layout. And this is a Tandem WOLED from LG Display. So in terms of the brightness, this is certified by VISA as DisplayHDR True Black 500. It is rated with HDR peak brightness of 1300 nits and also typical brightness or full screen brightness of 300 nits. And as you can see, hopefully from the camera, the screen is glossy, and this is what I really like. It has a polarizer layer in front to give you that inky blacks, to give you that higher perceived sharpness and contrast that I like so much about a glossy coating compared to a matte coating. Other headline features of this Alienware AW3926QW is its native refresh rate. It can run at a native resolution of 5120 x 2160 at 165 Hz, and you can double the refresh rate to 330 Hz but drop the resolution. If you wish to use it in the esports mode, there are also a couple of options on the monitor for you to actually reduce the screen size to 24.5 inch or 27 inch and run it at 330 Hz. And of course, you can actually run it at 32 inch as well, but just with black bars by the side. And as you can see, this has a slight curve to it, and I believe that the curvature is 1500 R. Other key things that I need to tell you about the monitor would be its central stand design and the iconic Alienware lighting at the back. In terms of the connection ports, there would be a full bandwidth DisplayPort 2.1 USB R20, which means that it is capable of supporting up to 80 gigabits per second of DisplayPort bandwidth. It has two HDMI 2.1 ports with FRL bandwidth, and it also has USB-C DisplayPort with 90 watt power delivery. And this monitor will come with a 3-year warranty against burn-in, and in terms of availability, it is scheduled to hit the market in the summer, so maybe hopefully in July, August. So with this out of the way, we will try and move to the other side, where we will have a look at Alienware's other new monitor that is being launched at Computex 2026. And this is the latest iteration of the original, the OG OLED monitor that actually kickstarted this whole OLED gaming monitor era. And this is the new AW3426DW. And it has several key updates that will maybe please some of you out there who still have the original monitor. In fact, I still have the original monitor because I want to keep it as a, how should I put it, memorabilia to show people that this is the original one that actually started the whole OLED gaming monitor era, and also for side-by-side comparison as well, because this one has an improved coating in the front that increases the perceived blacks in the presence of ambient light, and also it has a higher scratch resistance, which means that it won't scratch so easily when you unpack it from the shipping box with the styrofoam in front. It also has 280 Hz refresh rate, whereas the original one, the refresh rate is 175 Hz. In terms of the brightness, this is certified by VISA as DisplayHDR True Black 500. What this means is that its full screen brightness will need to be at least 300 nits, and this is rated to be capable of an HDR peak brightness of 1300 nits. It has a WQHD resolution of 3440 x 1440. It uses a pure RGB layout as well. Again, the advantages are numerous. Number one, you don't use a white subpixel, so you won't actually suffer from white subpixel dilution when you're displaying highly saturated colors, and therefore you can get a higher color volume. And secondly, you get improved text clarity as well. Previous QD OLED monitors, they use a triangular subpixel structure, and at first, people were complaining about text fringing, especially at the top, you see some green. But with the vertically striped RGB subpixel structure, you will be getting clearer text and also less color fringing, because that's how most OS are being optimized for displaying text. And again, the glossy front finish is something that I really like compared to a matte coating. It has the Alienware design with a central stand, and I've already actually received this monitor for review. I did an unboxing recently, and I will put it through its paces to test it. And when I publish my full review, you can watch it by clicking here.